In today's video, my mother and I are teaching you how to create Beanie Baby taxidermy. So we have two tigers that are gonna just be like their head on a mount. Today's video is inspired by Trovely on Instagram. I don't know if she is the originator of Beanie Baby taxidermy, but she has a very awesome selection. So I was at the antique store a couple weeks ago, not looking for Beanie Babies, but there was a section that had Beanie Babies for only $3. And then that was what popped into my brain about the taxidermy, because my sister Emily sent me a video of it. That was like how this all came to fruition. So the first thing you have to do is get the beans out of the babies. My thought process is you can always cut more off later.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
I think I'm gonna cut them almost like from their paws up.
Mm-hmm.
First incision done. And essentially all I am doing is attempting to not drop. Oh yeah, look at all those beans.
A little bean bag. We had a little field to them.
Yes. Just getting as many out as possible, just in case. I mean, I don't remember cutting them apart as children, so I don't know if I've ever seen the beans. Mom.
Oh.
They are like, no, you're fine. They look almost like little globs of glue. It really does only have fuzz in the head. That is so funny. Oh my god, that's actually.
I like the.
Do you like the arms?
I like the arms, even just like it's coming through. Oh, I like that.
I don't know. This could be cute.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's very. Oh, I like that a lot.
You do that for these guys.
Yeah.
We are acting natural now that the dog has gotten up and could potentially ruin our plans. Since we have one tiger that is orange and one tiger that is black and white, we're gonna lean into that with the fabric, but also we need to paint. We probably could get away with just painting the edges and a little overhang. We don't have to paint this whole thing, and then we can Mod Podge pretty quickly after. Oh, wait. Those are like, the blue ones are Matthew's scissors. So like of all the scissors to not get paint on. That's what that sound was coming out of my mouth. Like, no, like these are my scissors, like do them with my scissors. Oh my god, this is actually such a pretty color. It's not lapis, it's actually cerulean. I think it was Yves Saint Laurent who showed military jackets. I think we need a jacket here.
Why is no one ready?
At this point, you are prepping your plaque with paint, and then from there, once that dries, you'll be able to add the fabric.
Now we have to wait for them to dry. My lovely assistant is ironing our fabrics since it came folded. One thing that Trovely does is it looks like she assembles the
Sponsored by Mod
I know, that's exactly what I'm trying to show.
Just a light coat of Mod Podge, and then you can take your fabric that you should cut to just larger than the size of the plaque, and you can place it down onto the plaque face. Here it is just mocked up with the tiger on top, but once you flatten it down, it really doesn't take more than 15 minutes to dry to the touch. And once it does, you can take your scissors and cut along the edge just to get as close as possible and get as much excess fabric off as possible. You can now move right along to adding ribbon around the entire circumference of the plaque. This is to hide the jagged edges of the fabric.
They are both looking so good. So this is what we have so far. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Well, maybe it is just that this one is like too industrial, but I am like not convinced that.
Hot glue is the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
It's like,
Ugh, I'm so annoyed. I guess it doesn't really matter. You've only got one on there, besides the beads. I just feel like this pink one is now covering up the blue one completely. So I'm kind of like, well, what was the point of that then?
We end up switching over to E6000 a little while after this. The hot glue is just too much, too messy for the intricacy of the ribbons on the plaque. But now we know, so you guys don't have to mess with it. Use E6000 with a toothpick or a applicator tip to get your ribbon on your plaque.
I have come way in off the ledge. Oh my God, this looks so good.
it's the different layers that helps, you know?
Yes. I will say right now with the E6000 with this toothpick, and I'm just like pressing it down onto it, I do think that this so far is the best glue option. I remember not hating my life when I was doing my Eras Tour costume and your Eras Tour's costume. It was all E6000 as the glue.
For those who may not want to watch this DIY as they're trying to DIY Beanie Babies themselves, fear not, I actually wrote down all of the instructions and they are available at the link in the description below, so check that out too.
That was by far the easiest, not a single, did you even hear me go like, oh Jesus, like there was no glom. So my mother has actually left and it's been weeks since she's been gone. And my dining room table still looks like this. So let's finish these two Beanie Baby taxidermies.
In the beginning of this video, my mother and I decided to keep the arms on the tigers because we just thought that looked so cute. So all I'm doing here is folding in all the excess fabric and gluing with the hot glue. I think I said it earlier, using the hot glue is strictly for putting these stuffy heads onto the plaques.
Just stick them right in the middle. Oh my God, it's so cute. Glue onto the back of the head. Fold in a side. Try not to burn yourself. More glue on top. And then one more time on the back. Glue gun is great, but it's honestly kind of scary because it's so industrial, like it's so hot. It kind of scares me. Press down the head. Now for the accessories. That right behind his head. You got a little tutu, like collar. I personally love the little tie tag still on there. I just think it's so adorable. Look at how cute. I'll have to get better lighting. It's getting dark now, but I'm just gonna add one more ribbon around here, and then they each need a bow, and then they'll be done. Cute. Now we just need to do their hats and they are done. Our Beanie Baby taxidermy is almost complete. All we have to do now is make the hat. So you start with a piece of regular printer paper and using a little saucer, to make the shape, you want to start with a circle. If you have colorful paper, which I think I will purchase, you can skip this next part. But if you don't, we obviously want our hats to be cool. So I am just going to use these highlighters and I am gonna make a design. This is just little squiggles. Like no rhyme or reason. And you could do any design you want. Polka dots, just regular stripes, because as you curl up this paper into your hat, it's not gonna matter. From there, I turn it, and then I'm gonna go in with the yellow. I tried using construction paper, like I thought you were gonna need something a little heftier to make these hats work. And the construction paper ended up just like crinkling and creasing. It was too thick. So truly, I find that the best solution is just regular printer paper. Okay. And then just for good measure, just because, you know, let's add some hearts. Okay. From there, you're gonna cut it out. It's probably 5-6 inches in diameter. And I just end up cutting it right in half. And this is actually the only time you'll need the clear tape, the whole DIY. You're gonna take your half circle and just fold it into itself, trying to keep the curved edge along itself. So I'll show you, like I just get that first bit in, keep rolling it around itself. And as you can see, like I'm already rolling multiple times. Like you don't even need a full half. You could probably even do even less, but for now we'll just leave it because it's easier. So keeping this end tight, you're just gonna roll this piece along itself. Now that you find a shape that you like I like that shape, I am going to take a piece of this clear tape and I am gonna tape along this outer edge all the way down. Just try and keep the tape from creasing. Perfect. And just as a rule of thumb, I put the tape edged along the back. So here is now our hat. Look at how cute. If you don't like the height, you can cut some away, but look at how cute. Now here, I can just add a few more hearts. Clean this up. Perfect. So I am just putting E6000 with this toothpick along the edge. Grab a new puff ball and stick that on. From there, I'm gonna do the bottom with this red and white. Get a little glob on there, and you're just going to run it along the edge, starting with, you want the starting point and the ending point to be where the tape is, because then that's already your determined back, and then no one will see any frayed edges. Okay, let it hang down a little bit, add just a little bit more glue, nothing crazy. Hold it along. And then here is where you want to cut. See? From there, I'm gonna use some red gems with more E6000 and just Put on the cap. Nothing too crazy. Oh my God, how cute. We'll do a couple more of those. I'll put on the cap. Actually, I think the 2 looks good. And then I was just gonna let this hang down, but I don't know, I think it kind of doesn't look that great. So I think I'll just tie it in a little bow. Oh my gosh, so cute. Wow, how cute. Ta-da. And that is how you make a little hat. Ta-da, here they are. How beautiful. I will do some close-up shots at the end. I do need to take this little hat off my head so I can like truly show you all my favorite parts about these, So obviously I couldn't be more thrilled. I, again, was inspired by Trovely on Instagram. Please go check her out. I'm gonna tag her Instagram below so you can go straight there. She sells her product. She sells her Beanie Baby Taxidermy. For me, this was just a fun project to do with my mom while she was visiting. And now that I know what it takes to make these, I'm hosting another Kooky Crafternoon Beanie Baby Taxidermy edition in a couple weeks with some friends that I know from work and in the area. So I'll be making a few more videos, one to show you all the supplies and where to get them, and then my next one will be the Kooky Crafternoon itself. I'll try to get some footage of me hosting the day with my friends. So thank you so much for watching. I can't believe how amazing these little guys came out, and like I said, I will give you some in-depth bonus shots at the end so you can truly see the detail that went into these pieces. And always, shout out to my mother doing all the projects when she's over. I could not have done this without her, and I just had the best time. Thanks for watching.